Okay, well, here we are, honey. Here we are. I know that it's been way past the time that I said that I was going to do part two. But hey, better late than never. Better late than never. Here we are, honey. So I'm going to just go ahead and get into it. All right, so hopefully StreamYard will cooperate with me good tonight because we all know, well, my regulars, they know that StreamYard, I call StreamYard the ops because it'll be working right for me most of the time, but hopefully it works all right tonight. Okay, so here we are, part two. Um, my narcissistic ex fiance, part two. Okay, so last time we left off with, um, I was shocked because my ex fiance moved in with, you know, the other female that he was cheating on me with. But let me start off by saying, you know what? Let me be honest. You know, everything between me and him wasn't always bad. It was not always bad. Don't get me wrong, it was not always bad. We had our good times. We had a lot of good times. I mean, the things that I liked about him, let me tell you some of the things that I did like about him. Um, he was very mild mannered, you know, very mild mannered. He didn't, you know, like, how could you say, he wasn't real loud and, just, he was very mild mannered. Just put it like that. He was very calm and mild mannered. He wasn't the type of person that gotta have attention at all times and, stuff like that. So that was a good thing. He's very mild mannered and laid back. Um, we did a lot of things together. We had a lot of date nights and we, you know, we would have trips out of town and stuff like that and we would, do a lot of things together. We would go to the Sybaris. Just in case you don't know what the Sybaris is, some of you might know, some of you may not know. It's just like a romantic getaway where you can like rent it out like a hotel room, but you have your own private swimming pool and you have your own private jacuzzi, um, your own private what do you call it? Sweat room? No, I don't know what they call it, but anyway, you have your own private pool and jacuzzi, massage chair, and all that good stuff. So yeah, that was great. They have a location here in Wisconsin that we went to about 4 times, and one time we went to the location that they had in Illinois. They also have a location in Indianapolis. But anyway, um, what I liked about him is, whenever I want to plan something, as far as something that costs money or involved going out of town, he was always ready. He was always ready. He was always down, you know, to go and do the things that, I would bring up to him. He would always be down. No problem. He would have his money ready. I had my money ready. And, it was a lot of fun. So that's one good thing I can say about him. Another good thing I can say about him is, as far as family, he got along pretty good with my family and friends. He got along really good with them to the point where he was able to convince them that he was just like the perfect man for me. In which I can see how they would have thought that, but that couldn't have been no further from the truth. So, um, what else did I like about him? He had a great sense of humor. You know, we would laugh and joke a lot. Because anybody that knows me, I love to laugh and joke. What else? What else did I like about him? Oh well, I ain't gonna lie. He used to satisfy me, and I ain't gonna get into all deep into that. But he used to satisfy me very well. He knew my needs, and he took care of them, honey. I ain't gonna lie. He took care of them. He sure did, and did. So, um, yeah. What else did I like about him? Mm, You know, like I said, there was a lot of things that I did like about him. You know, as opposed to him being a narcissist or whatnot. So anyway, um, where did I leave off? I left off with him moving out of where we were living into moving in with her. Okay, so I moved out because at the time financially I was not able to, keep up with, where we were living, the rent, the bills, everything. So I ended up leaving. And to my knowledge, I thought that he would stay there. I thought that his plans was going to stay, that he was going to stay there. But I later found out that he moved in with her. But anyway, um, I moved out and I moved with my best friend, the one who passed away in 2021. I moved with her and, I wasn't happy about it at all. I just wished that I was financially stable at the time to just stay where I was, but I wasn't. Um, so she gave me a room in her house. I did have a room. I have a private room. Um, so that's where I stayed In the meantime, I said, I'm just go here and I'm going to just get a job, find a job, and still, do what I need to do and get myself together. And so that's what I did. I wasn't happy about it. It wasn't the best neighborhood. I ain't gonna lie. Even if my friend was alive and well, she would tell you it wasn't in the worst. It wasn't the best neighborhood, but we did what we had to do. You gotta fake it till you make it. We did what we had to do, and so anyway, I ended up moving in with my friend. She gave me a room or whatnot, and um, I ain't gonna lie, I was so depressed. I was highly, highly, highly depressed. I don't think I ever been so depressed before in my life. Never before in my life. I never been so depressed. Whew. When they say depression is real, depression is real. And I was highly depressed to the point where I stopped eating. I stopped eating to, I mean, how can I describe this? I lost 88 pounds in 3 months. I lost 88 pounds in 3 months. And how I know how much I lost because, I had a doctor visit, while, like, right before me and him broke up, and I was a certain weight. And then I had another doctor visit that revealed, on the scale or whatever, I'm like, wow, 88 pounds? I already knew why I lost that 88 pounds so fast. Um, I stopped eating. Some people, when they're depressed, highly depressed and stuff like that, some people, they overeat. Some people overeat, you know? But we have some people who lose their appetite, and I lost my appetite. I lost my appetite. I stopped eating. Um, I ain't gonna say I didn't eat nothing, like nothing at all, but like I didn't eat as much as a normal person did. I really didn't. It got so bad to the point where um my friend would say to me, Chanel, I noticed that you're not eating that much. Like she would cook food and stuff or whatever. I would smell it and sometimes I would want it, but my depression, had a hold on me to the point where I didn't I didn't really care about eating anymore. And she was like, I noticed that you're not eating and I don't think that's good for you, friend. Please, mm, please eat something. When I cook, please eat something. My friend was like practically begging me to eat. And I said, okay, okay, friend, you know, I'll eat a little something. I'll eat a little something, but you know what I'm going through, and it's rough. You know what I'm saying? It's really rough going through what I'm going through, the changes and the transitioning, and those. It's rough. She said, friend, just please eat a little bit. Eat a little bit. She noticed that I was not eating. Another thing that happened was her daughter. Her daughter had to be about 11 years old at the time. Yeah, 11 years old at the time. And her daughter asked me, because I would always talk with her kids and they can always openly talk to me and stuff. And her daughter asked me, she said, Chanel, what do you do in that room all day? She says, you don't never come out or nothing. What do you do in that room all day? That's crazy how an 11-year-old girl, 11-year-old little girl can be concerned about you. And me and my crazy ass, I'm crazy. I got a crazy sense of humor. I ain't gonna lie. I told her, I said, look up depression in the dictionary, and that will explain why I'm in a room all day. My crazy ass, I shouldn't have said that to her. I really shouldn't have said that to her, but at the time, hey, that's what came out. When she asked me that question, that's what came out. I told her to look up depression in the dictionary. I am crazy. Why did I tell that little girl that? Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm. So anyway, um, I would eat very little. I didn't have an appetite for food. I didn't have an appetite for going to hang out with anybody. I didn't have an appetite for anything. I didn't have an appetite for sex. Nothing. Nothing. I didn't have an appetite for anything. My I didn't even hardly have a will to live anymore. After the breakup with me and my ex, I hardly even wanted to live anymore. I didn't. Y'all hold on for a minute. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Anyway, like I was saying, like I lost like my whole interest in life. I lost it. I didn't want to hardly eat. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to date. I didn't want to do anything anymore. But one day I had to talk with myself. I said, Chanel, you can't stay here forever. You're not going to stay here forever. You got to find a way out. I know it's hard, but guess what? Life is hard sometimes, and you got to do what you got to do to get up out of them hard times, honey. You got to do what you got to do. And so I had a pep talk with myself. I did a lot of praying, honey. And I started getting up. I would say after about a month of moping around, I started getting up and I said, I'm about to find me a job. And once I get me a job, I'm about to start saving my money. And I'm going to get me my own one bedroom apartment. And that's going to be my first start to, hey, Jazzy Pooh, honey. That's going to be my first start to, you know, getting myself together. And so that's what I did. Every day, depressed or not depressed, I got, I washed my ass. I got dressed. I made myself look presentable. And I went and applied. I looked online to hiring and stuff. I applied to jobs. I went to this place. It was called the YWCA. You heard of the YMCA before, but we had finally I got one, and I was so happy. It did not take me long to find one. I got one. It was at a cab company, and what I did at this cab company was I worked in a call center. I answered phones and for people who were looking to book taxi cab services, whether it be for immediately or it would be for another day. Um, yeah, that was my job. I booked taxi cab services, and it did not pay a lot at all. Let me tell you, it did not pay a lot at all. As a matter of fact, uh, I'm almost ashamed to tell you how much they pay per hour. But let's just say it like this: it was less than $10 an hour. I'm gonna just say that it was less than $10 an hour. But guess what? When you go from zero to ten to less to less than $10 an hour, that's something. It not may not be much, but that's something. And guess what? That less than $10 an hour. Let me tell you what that less than $10 an hour gave me. I was able to save money real fast. And I was able to get my own place within 2 months of working there. And the thing that also helped me was my friend, my best friend, God rest her soul. She wasn't charging me any rent. So that made it easy for me to save money to get myself together. So, like I said, when I was looking for jobs, let me tell you what happened in the midst of me looking for jobs, honey. One day I went to McDonald's. You know, McDonald's, a lot of them have free Wi-Fi, right? I went to McDonald's and I was applying for jobs and stuff like that. And something told me to peek on his Facebook page. I peeked on his Facebook page, and guess what I saw? I saw wedding pictures at the courthouse, at the Milwaukee County Courthouse, of him and his new wife. Him and his ugly new wife. And I call her ugly not to be messy because she knew he had a woman. She knew he had a woman. She chose to mess around with him anyway. So not only is she ugly because she really is ugly, but she ugly on the inside for messing with somebody else's man. Knowingly. I could see if she didn't know about me and stuff. She knew about me. I'm pretty damn sure she knew about me. So I clicked on his page. I saw his wedding pictures of her and him looking like two brothers standing next to each other. It didn't even look like a bride and groom. It looked like two brothers that looked like standing next to each other. And so, yeah, and that was devastating to see that. My heart just like dropped. It was very devastating to see that. It really was. But I needed to see that. I, I really needed to see that. I'm like, not only did he move into her house, which I was shocked that he did that. Because you putting yourself in a position where she can, if she get mad, she can kick you out at any time. And I was surprised that he did that. I was. But yeah, yeah, it's a whole mess. And you'll never believe what else I discovered about the new wife. This is another thing that I discovered about the new wife. Her sister, his new wife's sister, and my sister were best friends for over 30 something years. His new wife's sister and my sister were best friends for over 30 something years. It's amazing what you can discover on Facebook. Ooh, wait. Yeah, yeah. His new wife's sister and my sister was best friends for 30 something years. They fell out. They fell out or whatever. But yeah, I discovered that. I called my sister and boy did she tell me the tea. She told me the tea about this new wife. She told me the tea, honey, about this new wife. If it wasn't for my sister telling me what I wanted, telling me stuff, I wouldn't know nothing about his wife. But my sister, she enlightened me on the tea. She did. So I'm going to leave it right there. This is part 2. Y'all look forward to part 3. I'm sorry that it took so long. I just be working. Sometimes I don't have the energy and stuff. you know, it just be like that sometimes. I'm sorry if it takes a long time or whatnot, but look forward to part 3. We might have a part 4, a part 5. We might get up to part 6 in this motherfucker. But yeah, so come to find out, my sister knows my ex-fiance wife. And boy, did she tell me some things. She told me some things, honey. So yeah. Um, look forward to part 3. And another thing before I get out of here, another thing about narcissists is they will get into a relationship real fast and they will get married fast just to lock you in. They like to lock people in, you know? And so that was the situation with my ex. So look forward to part 3. Okay, it's coming. Much love to y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Um, Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, like, comment, subscribe, and hit your post notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop a video or whenever I go live. Make sure y'all subscribe. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm going to try to come back tomorrow. I'm going to really try to come back tomorrow for y'all for part 3. Much love. And I'll holler at y'all later. Bye.